Hello, here's a quick news summary of the most important online dating industry news from this week. This week's news highlights are kindly sponsored by Real Gifts. Last week, we talked about the stock market. We mentioned how the shares of MatchGroup and Bumble tanked in 2022. This week, Bumble shares were up 22%, while MatchGroup was also up by 5%. If their revenue growth starts accelerating again, MatchGroup's stock could really take off. As you know, MatchGroup has a new CEO and he has a new strategy. Part of the new strategy is to attract and retain Gen Z and women. Tinder doesn't disclose the male and female ratio, but men are thought to significantly outnumber women on Tinder. Their first step is to start making women feel safer when dating online. MatchGroup will start offering tips on how to avoid romance scams. Throughout January, users of Tinder, Hinge, Match, and Plenty of Fish will start receiving messages with safety tips and red flags to watch out for. Here are some of the tips. Match recommends keeping the conversation within the app. They recommend setting up and doing video dates as often as possible to see the other person before a date. They also recommend that singles use their photo verification. The more users are aware of these safety measures, the better for the dating industry. And perhaps it will improve the reputation of Tinder and help boost the number of active users on these apps. More users, better revenue, better match stock price. And we should see more interest in investing in dating businesses. On that point, there was a new investment in the social dating space this week. Queerspace raised $1 million through crowdfunding. Queerspace was incubated and spun out of Fortnite, which is a gay social networking and dating app. Queerspace is a group chat-based platform for queer people. Some of the Queerspace early investors are high-profile tech people such as Sean Rad, the co-founder of Tinder, and Mark Suster from Upfront Ventures. This week, Data.ai released its annual review of the app economy. Apparently, consumer spending on mobile apps in 2022 declined for the very first time. It dropped by 2%. That's a big difference from the 19% growth we saw in 2021. The cost of living is on the rise and people are cutting back on their spending. The main category that is seeing cuts is actually gaming. We are happy to hear that dating apps have proven to be more resilient in this shaky economy. Overall in 2022, spending on dating apps increased 13% year over year, and Tinder was the second top grossing app. We've not heard much about Ashley Madison recently. We have some very interesting news. Ashley Madison will have its own documentary on Hulu. Ashley Madison is a Canadian dating site for married people who would like to have an affair. Today, ABC News Studios and Wall to Wall Media announced the production of a documentary series called The Ashley Madison Affair. The documentary will be about the infamous hack which happened in 2015. You might remember that in 2015, a group of hackers stole and released Ashley Madison's users' data, which also included their sexual fantasies, search history, credit cards, real names, and real addresses. The leak led to the public shaming of many Ashley Madison users and to at least 2 suicides. Overall, this was an absolute debacle. And yet Ashley Madison not only endures but is thriving. According to SimilarWeb, Ashley Madison had over 7 million visits in December. 63% of their traffic is from the USA. Let's go to Asia. Indian matrimony service, Shaadi, has started offering online speed dating events. The events will happen every 10 days and will last for 1 hour. Users will meet 10 people for 5-minute video calls each. They're not the only company testing online speed dating. Bumble was quietly testing online speed dating last October in the UK market. According to some posts by users on social media, the Bumble events didn't always have enough users to get the game started. Facebook also tested a video speed dating product back in 2021. It was called Spart. But Facebook shut it down a year later after it failed to gain traction. Overall, we think online speed dating events are a great differentiator for large and very active dating apps. They can be tough to manage, however. Let's see if Shaadi and Bumble keep their online speed dating product live. That's all for now. Thank you for watching, and thanks to this week's sponsor, Real Gifts. Take a look at getrealgifts.com and please let us know if we can connect you with them so you can help your members send real gifts to each other. Don't forget to subscribe to opw.news for the daily news updates. The Cortland Brooks team have been faithfully summarizing the daily news for the online dating industry for 18 years at opw.news. We also run events for the dating industry to learn, share, and connect. Cortland Brooks is a team of dating industry professionals. For the price of a marketing manager, you can get access to our seasoned team of 30 dating industry professionals to help you with your strategy, business development, and marketing efforts. Thanks, and see you again next week.